Wartales, an action-packed turn-based strategy game that was released December 1st on early access. And right now you're asking yourself, should I buy it now or wait until full release? Well, hopefully I can help you come to a decision in this honest review. In Wartales, you're a group of mercenaries, and the path that you chose to take up until now you choose when you start a new game. Now, it should be noted that once you start Wartales, there is actually no tutorial of the game. It just drops you off in the middle of a field and you're kind of left to figure everything out for yourself. But don't let that worry you, because everything is actually pretty straightforward and it's very easy to catch on. Now, for anyone who might be watching this video asking themselves, what is a turn-based strategy and how does it work? Essentially, the way a turn-based strategy game works is when you get into combat, each individual character on the screen has a turn that they can take. And when it's that character's specific turn, he can do a series of things such as move around the map or attack an individual enemy that he chooses. Once the unit has finished his turn and he is all out of actions, he must end his turn, and then it goes on to the next character who gets to take a series of actions until his turn is done, and so on and so forth. I have to be honest, I really enjoy this style of combat. It's not too fast-paced, and it allows you to think before taking those actions. There's no time limit to how long it takes you to make those movements or end your turn, so you're in no rush, and I really enjoy that. It makes strategizing during the combat sessions a lot more enjoyable and much more rewarding once you win a fight. Now, in Wartales, when you choose your select group and your mercenaries begin their travel, you have 4 total mercenaries to start off with. Each mercenary has his own traits and abilities that he can do. It's very in-depth. I really liked it. They have the full set of attributes that you would find in any RPG game, and the amount of skills that are available to each individual character is actually pretty surprising, and it's nice to see that there's a lot of customization as you level up the character. Now, it should be noted that 4 units is not the maximum amount that you can have in your mercenary group. You can actually keep recruiting units until the maximum amount is reached, and to do that, you simply have to go to inns or other parts of the map along the way, and you can find individuals who are standing by, and when you talk to them, you have the option of recruiting them. Now, you can't do this with every character, but it should be known that it's pretty plentiful, the amount of people that you can recruit in this game. I've never had a problem trying to find them, and overall, it allows you again to customize your squad completely, because each individual person that you come by has a different set of attributes. Whether it be 2 different tanks, one tank is not the same. Yet one tank might have more strength than the other one that you come by, and vice versa. Now, I gotta be honest, I really enjoyed the atmosphere in this game. Overall, I think the devs did a beautiful job with the map that you have to roam. It's very well detailed, and it's overall really nitty and gritty. That's the atmosphere you're gonna see. It's dark, it's medieval, you're getting into fights, you're earning that gold, you're finding that loot. Every time you win a battle, I can't tell you how satisfying it is. I've had such an enjoyment playing this game, and every battle that I win, I am eager to get into another battle just to see what kind of loot I'm gonna get. Now, another thing I think the developers did an outstanding job with is this whole knowledge system that they came up with. And essentially what the knowledge system is as you discover new areas, talk to certain people, discover new items, build more items, you get knowledge points. And what these knowledge points do is after you obtain 150, you are given 1 knowledge point. Now, if for example, I have 1 knowledge point that I can spend, I can choose from one of these trees where I want to put that point. And each tree is different. If you have, say for example, a blacksmith in your squad, you get to choose one of these new weapons that you can unlock with 1 knowledge point. Or you can choose from the knowledge tree, which has a series of buffs that help your squad out as you go along in the game. For example, if I was to learn frugality, each companion agrees to cut in their wages for the greater good. Troop bonus, wage paid to the companions reduced by 10%. Now, I personally think the developers did an outstanding job with the whole compendium and knowledge point system, because it really allows you to customize your squad to the way you want them to be, make the fighters the way you want them to fight, and I think that is just something that not a lot of games offer these days. Now, Wartales isn't just a roam around and get into fights game. There are actually little missions that you can do as you progress through the game. Now, for example, if we go to a random tavern in the map and we go and talk with an emissary, they always offer bounties, and each bounty that you agree to take and complete has a certain reward that you will get in return. Now, these bounties range from easy, average, all the way down to hard. And obviously, the harder the challenges or the bounty is, the bigger reward you're gonna get. Another person that you often will find in taverns are informants, and as you talk to informants, they are willing to provide you information that you have to buy with influence points. Now, influence points, as you do certain things in the game, win battles, do good deeds, you are gonna unlock influence. You're gonna get influence, which you can then use to buy information. Overall, I would rate this game on a difficulty scale, maybe about a 7 out of 10. It's not exactly easy because, like I said, the game doesn't hold your hand in any way, shape, or form. You have to figure things out for yourself. But I have to say that once you get it down and once you understand it, I have had an incredible amount of fun playing this game. One thing that I find that this game does a very good job of is making you really care for your mercenary group and you want to see them succeed. And the reason I say that it makes you care for them, because if I haven't already said it, if your mercenaries die in combat, they are gone for good. They don't get to revive, they don't come back after a certain allotted time. They are done and you will never see them again, and you have to go recruit somebody else in their stay. I personally really enjoyed that. I think it makes it that much more challenging, and again, you have to care that much more about what you do. It makes you think that much more about combat, the path you take, and what you want to do in the long run, because you know that if you lose a companion, you'll never see him again, and that's a lot of time that you spent and put in that mercenary just to see him die and never come back. Now, I know this game says it's in early access, but to be honest, that could have fooled me because it feels like a full release. There's not a whole lot of bugs that I've come by, maybe 1 or 2 that I can personally count, and overall I've had an incredible amount of fun for it. For the $35 that they're asking for on Steam, I think it is a steal, and anyone looking for an incredible turn-based strategy and a real challenge, I really strongly suggest that you get this game. Give it a shot. I really don't think you're gonna regret it. Anyways, everybody, I know this was a short review, but like I said, I didn't want to do anything too crazy. I didn't want to dive too deep into the game because then that would spoil it for everybody else who wants a bit of a surprise. I strongly recommend this game. It gets a 5 out of 5 in my book. Well worth the price. I hope you guys pick it up. Comment down below, let me know if you did. I don't think you're gonna regret it. Anyways, I can't thank you guys enough for stopping around, watching this video. Can't thank you for the continued support. Everybody who's watching it, all my subscribers, you guys are awesome, and I hope you have an incredible day.